I've been referring to eating Twinkies as slurping Twinks.
Okay,
and Alyssa hates it. She's like, can you not say
She's
that?
probably confused.
She's like, dude, you realize what it sounds like you're saying? And I just
Yeah.
go, nuh-uh, I'm just eating Twinkies, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good time for me.
I bet it is. I've heard it has been, but I've always been a twonk, not a twink.
What is the difference between a twink and a twonk?
I'm a thicker. A twonk is like a more thicker, like a thicker version of a twink. Like we still look like younger, but we're more like builder. Like we have more of a build.
Okay.
Instead of like a skinny little twink.
Yeah, I think at some point throughout this conversation, I'm about to just have you start describing or explaining.
I'm gonna try.
Dude,
I'm gonna be
OnlyFans?
honest.
Teach me about gays.
OnlyFans, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Do you have an OnlyFans?
I actually am working on it.
Hell yeah, dude. Promote
yeah.
that shit. We have an OnlyFans. We don't do anything except post more of this on there. Yours will be way more exciting.
We're hoping. I love that it's always a we. We're hoping, like I have like a board that I like talk to.
We as a team, who is me and my dog.
Me, myself, and I. We're very much so hoping. We've been hosting auditions recently.
Hosting auditions?
My stockholders, man.
Yeah.
We've been hosting auditions.
You know, like Disney has like their stockholder thing. Like we have one of those, except it's just like people like randomly listening in to me talking to like random people and be like, so why do you want to be part of my OnlyFans? And like,
I feel like people auditioning for your OnlyFans is just you fucking. It's just like, I've been getting laid. That's all you're saying. Lately, I've been fucking, or whatever
I can
that
confirm, nor deny these tapes.
But no, you said, but we've been holding auditions. We've been fucking people, dude. That's what we've been doing. And trying to figure out who's cool enough to do it in front of a camera.
Or knowing what sex toys to use.
Oh, we all love sex toys. What's your favorite sex toy, Foreman?
Oh,
a 12-inch dildo. I'm sorry.
The one with the dragon egg at the end.
Yeah.
Anything that vibrates, really.
Nice.
Anything?
Anything that vibrates.
Electric shaver.
Hot.
Oh.
Electric toothbrush just taped to the end of a golf club.
Gets the job done, bro.
Probably just someone. I knew a guy who would stick a hairbrush up his butt. Oh, this is a lot.
Would he use it?
Wow.
Would he use it? Like afterward? He'd be like...
Not like afterwards, but like, yeah. It was his regular hairbrush.
So he's just like, man, hand me that brush. And then now it's just now it's got a very different use.
It's a very different color, too.
Damn.
That color, you know...
Brown.
Well, that... Knowing him, yeah, he didn't clean out. Whoa, this is really gonna be on the OnlyFans. Okay, cool.
Oh no, this is gonna be on the regular episode.
Oh damn. Okay.
We're just talking to the world.
This
right
is
now.
why I told people, look, you're gonna listen to this episode, but you're gonna look at me differently. I don't care.
I hope so. All right, so I'm going to intro the episode real quick. Welcome back to MillennialSuck, live from the bump yard. Foreman's here.
I'm here.
Doesn't he look kind of like...
A Viking.
I was going to say like legitimately like a real modern Rollo the Bear.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you should watch Vikings. He's the Viking that's like...
the main one.
No. He's... like, historically, he's the one that's credited for taking Paris. But in the show, he's a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
But anyway.
That's what, at the bar all the time, people are like, do you ever get told you look like a celebrity? And my response is always, every actor in the Viking series. And every time they're like, oh, I love Vikings.
Yeah,
That's
you
exactly
look like
it.
every one of them that isn't the blonde ones. So anyway, how you doing, Foreman?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
Cool. We're here with a man with no first name.
Well.
Pop artist Myyth is here.
Hello. welcome.
Welcome. Just welcome us. This is his show now. Fuck it.
I mean,
Everywhere he goes, it's his now.
what if that was the case and like next thing you know, like the TV screens go black and it's like a whole different, not like that, but goes black and it's like a whole different other.
Just a whole new set pops up. Like, welcome to the Myth podcast.
I'm not even mad. It looks way better, I'm sure.
Factor Mythshin.
Oh my gosh.
God, so how you been, baby?
I've been good. It's been a lot. Like a lot's just been happening in life in general. But
Yeah, like what?
overall, I mean, I just moved downtown, which is great, but it was a big move going from Norwood to downtown. People are louder downtown, and I have a very short fuse now, so I'm counting.
I'm also like my tolerance for other people's noise is decreasing over time.
I think it's like a me getting older thing. Like as soon as I was like around 29 and then creeping into 30, I was just like, shut up! Like I'm like the old man now. But
Dude, in 5 years, I'm telling kids to get off my fucking lawn.
I'm doing
Yeah.
it now. I don't even have a lawn.
yeah, like you can go.
Get your fucking frisbee and move the
You
fuck
can
on.
leave.
Dude.
It's not Halloween.
I'm just gonna give it to my dog. It lands in his yard again.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. So sorry. I just really had to think about that. But yeah, no. That whole transition is a lot, and I'm happy for the little transition being down there. I can't wait. I'm like, a lot of inspiration is coming out of that whole, move. So there's that. There's like a little bit of health shit, and then working on music and art, and so I've just been busy. My brain has like been split into 4, and I'm like Myyth, but I'm like Tyler right now. There's like, yeah.
That's not the secret first name. I know that for a fact.
No, do you know the secret?
Okay,
first
so
one?
here's the deal.
Most people don't.
We were talking. This is what the whole start of the whole thing. We were talking to Kanto because he had texted me earlier in the day because I guess something about like was it cool if Rizzo came with him or not, whatever the fuck it was. And I was just like, but he didn't say Rizzo. He said Mike was saying blah 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 blah, and I was like, oh okay, who the fuck is Mike? And he goes Rizzo, and I was like, oh yeah, man, that's up to you. You know what I mean? And when he got here, we were talking about how like the fact that like I know so many artists by just their artist name that I never considered to go, hey, what's your real name? And now I just prefer it that way. I don't want to know, for legal reasons, I don't want to know any artist's real first name.
Yeah.
But then I saw you at Max's party.
Yeah.
And I heard you introduce yourself as Tyler. I was like, oh, that's his name.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned that to you. He's like, yeah, but you don't know about the real first name or the other secret name. And I'm like, why do you have so many fucking names? And then Kanto and I decided that you don't actually have a first name and that you just tell people different names. That's
and I
the conspiracy
decided
theory.
that you're a crime boss, and that's your cover.
I love both of them because both of them probably are true.
See, I don't like the way you worded that.
Probably.
Allegedly. For legal reasons.
That's
Allegedly.
between me and the government.
No, so I won't say the very first name, but when I was born, I was given a name. And then that name I was only that person for maybe about 2 to 3 months, maybe. And then I was adopted and given another name.
Okay.
And then I stopped and I went by a nickname. So I went by Ty. I went by T and then Ty. And then eventually it was Tyler. And then I just stayed with Tyler. And then with music, I was Nergi. And then that was
I remember that.
And then became Myyth. So I'm like multiple people.
So you do have a secret first name.
Yeah. I have 2 secret ones. I kind of do it so that no one can curse me. Because magic wise, I'm like
if somebody puts a curse on one of your aliases, does it not work? Is that one of the witchcraft rules?
I feel like I'm more connected to Myyth, and like Nergi is like connected to Tyler. So like maybe it might work. But like if you know my original,
hey man,
were you about to curse me right now?
No. Hey man.
What?
Between you and me, I won't tell anybody.
Okay.
What's your secret first name? What was your first name?
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it for this podcast.
No.
Okay. No, it's fine. You want to guess it?
Yeah.
It starts with a D.
Daryl.
Close.
Darnell.
Yeah.
Is it really?
That's weird.
Let's go, bro. I'm the best at guessing names.
But I'm not a Darnell.
At all. Tyler actually works a lot more.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Like I was thinking, I was branding. I was like, yeah, Tyler. But like Darnell, yeah, I've been Darnell for like 2 months of my life. And then, my birth mom will sometimes still call me Darnell.
So you have a relationship with your birth mom?
Yeah. Yeah, we cool. We're great. We're
Listen,
fine.
we can skip that if you want.
We are
I was about to ask 50 more questions.
We are so good. Go ahead, dive in. Like I said, I'm media trained.
So you have a relationship with your birth mother.
We have a relationship. Is it the best relationship? No. Is that on my part? No.
Okay.
Would I change it? Yes, but I'm also a grown-ass adult now.
Was your birth mom always around, or was that like a thing that you...
No.
Because I know some people will put their kids into the foster system and then they'll kind of like keep an eye on them throughout it.
No, yeah. See, for me, it was a... birth mom had my older sister before me, was still in high school. I think she had me around 16. And so her mom... was like, you're just a kid. You can't have 2 kids and still be in high school or whatever. And then like had a social worker come in and take me away. And then kind of from what I was told, like her life stopped in a way because, like now she has a kid that she knew for like a very short period of time and now like is disappeared. And then I was in the foster care system for a hot second. And then I got adopted. And then, yeah.
How long were you in the foster system before you were adopted?
Oh, it was like definitely a few months.
Perks of being a baby in the system. They take the real young ones quick.
Yeah, and I was cute.
Obviously.
So do you still have like a good relationship with your adoptive parents?
Yes.
Cool.
So much better now. I think as a high schooler...
Like as a teenager, you're going to have some rub.
Yeah, because it was more like I went around... I think... Oh, wow, this is really deep. I think that's the reason why I'm not attached to any name. Because I kind of walked around like, those bathroom signs where they have like no face? That's how I viewed myself in high school, elementary, high school. Like I was able to kind of like always manipulate myself to be whatever I needed to be like around.
Kind of like that like chameleon-esque survival tactic.
Yeah, like what's her name? Mystique off of X-Men.
Nice. She was hot.
Yeah. And she was like a dude for like a lot of years in the comics.
Yeah, was she also hot then? I don't know that.
I don't know. I guess
we'll look it up.
She had a kid.
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, so I was able to like kind of like morph, and I think that's why like even now I have a future name in my head if I was gonna change my name again, not musically, but just like in real life. I already
so you
know
just
what
be
it
having
is.
names like so you just like when you're done with one, you're on to the next. Mm-hmm. That's dope though. Like if you had like an extra $150 every 3 months, just change your name legally, just keep being a different person over and over again.
If I ever get married, I probably will switch the name then. But I'll still be called Tyler, but I'm going to be named something totally different.
Okay, so are you one of those people that like you like to switch your names around, but if somebody knows you by one name, it's cool if they use that one no matter where you are?
It's a privilege to know my first name that I grew up with. If you know me by that, then you've known either I trust you with it or you have like known me at that time, so you kind of get to call me that.
Okay.
But
so you grew up with Darnell?
No.
You grew up with Tyler?
No.
What? There's a middle name. There's a secret middle name. What's the secret middle name?
These motherfuckers.
He doesn't trust these fuckers.
No, okay, it's Tondue.
Tondue.
Yeah. So I just took the T and just added the Y and LER. But yeah.
Was part of that because you were concerned people wouldn't be able to pronounce Tondue?
Well, yeah. I mean, I had Theanwyn.
Thainwyn's a dope one, bro. You got to have a sword on you. If your name's Thainwyn.
Literally. There was like, my brother used to play basketball and he had a friend that used to call me that. Or I got Rotunda one time when I was in like theater. One of the directors was like, "Yo, Rotunda," and then I'm like walking, and this guy was like older, and he just got mad at me. He was just like, "I'm calling your name." I'm like, "That's not my name."
No, you're calling a name. It's not mine.
I said Rotunda. That sounds like you're calling me fat. Like
I don't appreciate what you're trying to say about me, sir.
I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, so I'm never attached to any.
Copy.
Yeah.
So, getting back to what we were talking about, at what point in your life did you like find yourself reacquainted with your birth mother?
So, my brother and I had made a pact when we were younger that by the time we would both be like, 21 and up, that we would go find my birth parents. So, my brother passed away at 21. and I was 18.
Okay.
So maybe around 20, right at 21, I took my birth name and my birth mom's name, put them together, found an article about a father looking for his son. And it was sort of the story that I was told, but it was like a lot more tragic and a lot more like, my mom always was like, yeah, like she just gave you up because she was too young to take care of you. But it was like this actual like traumatic situation. And then I literally like messaged my birth dad. I saw a picture of him. I heard
you was looking for me, dog.
No, I saw a picture of him and I was like, okay, he kind of looks like me. And then I saw a picture of my younger brother and I was just like, oh yeah, that's my birth dad. Like my little brother and I, we look very similar. So literally maybe a day or two ago after that, we like met up and I met all my siblings. I met my birth mom, my birth dad. Yeah, I met everybody.
Are your birth mom and dad like still a couple?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Would you say that perhaps maybe you were better off for having been?
Oh, I've never, even though there has been a narrative that like I was mad that I got, given away.
Yeah.
My life was exactly what it needed to be.
Okay.
No part of it do I want to go back and like, even though I love them, but I love who my family ended up being and who it still is. And, I wouldn't have met my older brother who was like my hero. You know?
And of course, just for the sake of needing to ask this question because of how fucked our foster and adoption system is, I assume that you did have like a loving upbringing through your adopted family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strict, very conservative Christian. Yeah, how do I
was getting ready to ask.
No,
Okay.
I don't. I didn't exist. That's the whole point. I didn't exist until I got older, and then I was able to like.
Okay, because I was gonna ask how. I'm just gonna be blunt.
No,
being a gay man, how like having really conservative Christian parents and growing up, because obviously like. I'm of the think I've never been gay, so I can't know for sure. But I'm of the thinking that it's just kind of the way you're born, kind of the way you're wired, has nothing to do with like anything else. Yeah. So, and most people, at least my gay friends and such, who have told me in the past, like at a young age, like it doesn't take long for you to figure it out.
Yeah.
So like, so did you have to like hide it growing up, or?
I mean, I was a hyper active, loud kid with a lot of energy. So younger me, like you would never know. I mean, you kind of know, but you'd be like, he probably is gonna be gay.
I also don't think anybody really looks at a child no healthy adult looks at a child and goes, "Is that kid gay?"
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's just more like, oh, maybe he'll mellow out, and I did, but that was due to trauma. But no, I think in high school, I think I just always got picked on. It was just like, you're gay. And to be honest, I had not really figured out my sexuality or what I was thinking. Sexuality did not exist in my family. So, I was kind of walking around with like no face, no details. I was pretty much whatever my parents kind of wanted us to be. And so because of that, I never really explored anything until I got like a little bit older. And then, I think it was like 17, 18. Oh, we want to go into detail.
Oh no, I have an issue with interrupting people, and I found out in myself the reason why I interrupt people is because people will take pauses in their speech, and then I'll be like, "It's fine," and I'll go to talk, and then they'll start talking again. I'm trying to avoid doing that. I'm trying to be a better podcaster. Essentially,
you're great. You're both great.
I try very hard. He doesn't do anything. I do all this by myself.
But still,
you saw me set up the cameras and the stuff earlier and everything.
Every little piece to the puzzle is important.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home after this. It's all on you, bud.
All right, bet. Bet.
Cigarette.
Bet. I'll call Max. But hey, can you help me out real quick?
Hey, Max, I'm gonna need to schedule.
He's gonna charge you 30 an hour.
He's gonna be like, hey, bro, it's gonna be like $150 bucks. I'm gonna be like, damn, I shouldn't talk shit to Foreman. So, okay, let's talk about music.
Because that was getting personal. No, I love it.
I can get way more personal.
Okay, let's do
it. Do you believe that you're absolute, like you're the necessary urge, if you will, to like kind of do that chameleon thing around your family has anything to do with the knowledge of having been adopted and the fact that you know from firsthand experience that someone can quit on you in a permanent capacity?
Oh, okay. No, I love that you asked that because I don't think people really know. So me growing up, I always thought I was replaceable. And there was sort of a like, parents may not remember this, but there was always sort of like a little rhetoric where it was just like, you know, your room can be given to anybody, or, you know, and they did it to try to like get us to obey a certain way.
Like a disciplinary tactic.
Yeah, but it was like when you get older and you start putting pieces together, you're like, wait, that actually kind of fucked me up.
It's like, hey, wait, maybe you shouldn't have said things like that.
Yeah,
like even if you did or didn't mean it, maybe you shouldn't have said things.
Yeah,
like that.
You know, putting cousins against cousins. You know, everyone has that bad cousin, and to be like, oh, if you don't do shit, you know, the bad cousin's gonna move in. I always felt replaceable, and I feel like I didn't really. It was really hard for me to kind of get my bearing with like the family, other than my brother, because my brother and we created that bond off of like day one. Like, yes, my parents adopted me, but I really think if my brother did not like me, I would have never been there. So, you know, he was kind of the one that was like championing me most, you know, and vice versa.
Would you say that following your brother, like having your brother kind of helped you mold the way you needed to in order to survive that type of environment?
Yeah.
Kind of like how dogs, this sounds so fucked up, kind of like how like older dogs will teach younger dogs how to behave, to keep themselves out of trouble and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I would say like he was like the smarts and I was the emotion.
Copy.
So for him, he was teaching me things without me even knowing. Like also things like to be kind. Like one of my favorite stories of my brother was like we went to, we used to be carnies.
Cool.
Yeah. And we used to like go around. There's like a company called Happy H, which my brother's basketball coach, his whole family used to like run, and the best times ever. I miss it. But there was a time we got done with that. We went to like a Myers and we got this whole big thing of cookies. And my fat ass is like, ooh, cookies. We about to like, go ahead. Like this is about to be a Saturday night. And my brother actually goes and hands it to a homeless guy. And that stays into my, like in my head right now, because it's just like, damn, like, you know, he just taught me to like, not just always be looking out for yourself, but also like, look out for everybody. Like,
yeah, just kind of like be that person who was like giving to everyone.
Yeah, so like I learned a lot of like stuff from him without even really knowing. And then also like I'm weirdly like techie because of him. Like we used to hack into our dad's computer and like stuff like that. But yeah,
technologically inept.
Yeah.
I turned this on by myself for the first time last week and got so excited. I was like, dude, look at me fucking go.
You're dude. Like, I got it.
I literally said I'm gonna find an IT job next week. You need your computer turned on? What the fuck is up, dude?
So it was your brother, your like another adoption, or your adoptive parents?
I'm the only one.
Biological.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of the four.
So how many? So you had three siblings then?
Yeah.
And you were the only
two brother. Oh, so one brother, me, and then two sisters.
And how's your relationship with your siblings?
They're right now?
Yeah. Because I know you said your brother had passed away.
Yeah.
I was more so referring to the other two.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. But yeah, that's true. No, it's good. I think getting older, you don't understand how much you need your time and your space to kind of like really hone in to yourself. And sometimes you have to make choices that are selfish, but you need it to be like the better version of you.
Yeah.
And I feel like the older I got, the more I kind of like, I've distanced myself, not because I don't love them, but because I am just very...
Because you love you.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, anytime that they need me, I will be there. But I'm also kind of stuck in my own like box in a weird way. It's like, it feels like being a part of a TV show and like you were the spinoff, and then you kind of come back to that other one, but you're not really, like you're mentioned, but not really. Like they would go on vacation and stuff without me, so you know. Not bitter about that.
If I was not at all. If I was having a family vacation, you could come.
Thank you. They went on a cruise.
And I don't hang out with too many like really Republican Christians. I think I only have like 2 Christian friends. So you're good. I guess Wes is a Christian. I just found that out.
I mean, I'm technically am.
Are you a Christian?
I technically
But look at me with all these Christian friends, bro. I'm so diverse.
Yes. As a gay black man who is also
dude.
Yeah.
You're a literal unicorn.
No, I am. Yeah. But yeah, I would technically consider myself one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, as long as you're like, it does, like, this is gonna sound stupid, but like, or cheesy or whatever, but like, it is cool to see people that are like very proud in like very secure in who they are as a person.
Yeah, and I'm also not gonna be the guy that's like, you gotta change, blah 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 blah. Like, I'm just like, you'll find what's best for you.
I respect that.
I don't know. I'm not a pushy person. Not really.
Me either.
Ooh, abuse. No, I'm sorry.
I hope so. Abuse. Hit her. Just thinking about Moxley. Just the whole time at the Blacklight show where we ended up having that whole conversation with Moxley about like the history of homophobia in the black communities.
Okay, I was so proud, by the way, you laying down facts.
Well, I mean, that is true though.
Right, but not everybody knows that. And he was over here like, and actually, and this, and I'm sitting back and I'm like, he doesn't need my help.
I can't even remember how we got into the conversation, but like Moxley had said something about like black people being more homophobic than anyone else.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, there's an evolutionary factor to that. And I explained, how,
basically the
sexual assault was used as a power tactic and as a whole thing, and not even sometimes it was just because slave owners wanted to get off in order to like emasculate and to like weaken their slaves. And obviously you're gonna over hundreds of years of that, you're eventually going to develop some sort of psychological block to that type of activity.
Yeah.
And then that was the conversation.
But I got super deep into that again with Kanto.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, wow.
Not watch the bonus content?
Bro, I keep forgetting that I can. I just keep going, I hope it was good.
Everybody needs to watch the bonus content.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans.
Because they won't.
Somebody got to get these spins. We're not doing it.
Because they won't watch their own shit.
We're watching better shows.
No. We don't talk negatively about ourselves on here.
Yes, we fucking do.
You haven't been here before.
Pre-hiatus, we built an empire on exclusively talking
I know.
shit.
I was just trying to change the narrative real quick.
Okay, to be fair, before the hiatus, we built an empire on talking shit about Dylan Hall.
We can still do that. That's not off the table just because he's not here anymore. I saw him today. He helped me with my dog doing socialization training. My dog is a year old and he was a stray. So he has full-blown teenager pit bull energy.
Oh, wow.
But he has no home training. So, but he loves people and dogs and stuff, but like he gets way too excited and will not calm the fuck down. So I'm trying to socialize him so that I can teach him to like chill. Like he bit Dylan's dog 10 seconds in, like not even trying to be mean, just trying to be playful.
Yeah.
Bit his dog's lip, made him bleed, and then I was just like, all right, Oos, I guess we don't go near the dog today.
He's like, I'm done. That was it. That's all I wanted.
No, he just kept pulling on me and shit.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't get to run around at all. We were there for an hour and a half. And when we got back upstairs, he was fucking worn out just from trying to drag me around.
Oh, I need to get a dog or a cat. I don't know which one yet.
Fuck Dylan Hall, dude. Anyway.
That didn't answer his question, but all right.
Yeah,
I have both. And I got to say, cats are a lot easier.
You know what's so funny is that
dogs are more fulfilling, though.
No, I can see that. I used to be like, I'm only a dog guy, but now if you look at my For You page on like Instagram, it's like all cat stuff. Because I realized that I'm actually, the older I got, I became a cat.
You are kind of cat-like.
I am. I'm even like, don't touch me.
I feel like if cats could go by 14 names, they would too.
Well, they have like how many lives?
True.
So they do.
I mean, they don't rename themselves every time they almost die, though.
I don't know. Tell the people who like made, I don't know, cats.
God?
Go talk to Evolution about that. Shut up.
I meant the musical, but yeah. That's even better. Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, go.
the creator, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a Christian.
Yeah, go. Yeah. Christ, yeah.
Me and who's the me and Darwin need to have a conversation. So let's get back to music.
Yeah.
What have you been up to musically?
Working on a new EP, a part one of a bigger project, but I'm splitting it all in half.
Okay. So 2 EPs instead of 1 full length?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm like, ooh, that's a lot. Plus, I don't think people, unless you're like way big, it's like harder to do a bigger project.
I think even with big artists, most of the time people are, on the like large basis, I think people are mostly done with LPs.
Yeah.
And the only reason that big bands do it anymore is because they have to spend so much time touring. It's like they only get a set amount of studio time, and the rest of the time they have to be on the road.
True. Oh, yeah, that is true. I don't know.
Then again, we're talking to a pop artist, and pop artist shit works differently than what we're used to.
Because I was like, in my head, I was like, Taylor. And then
exactly, because I'm over here thinking like Asking Alexandria, sleeping in Walmart parking lots. And I'm like, no, Taylor Swift was in a bus immediately.
Yeah. And I listened to both of those albums.
Listen, how do you feel about her newest album?
Ooh. Hi, Taylor. Just in case. I love you. No, okay, so is it my favorite one? No. But do I appreciate what it is? I do. My favorite songs, of course, would be the one with like Post Malone, so Fortnite. I love, is it called Clara Bow? I love that one. But that album only has a few. I only re-listen to a few of them. I don't listen to the whole thing. I only did that like maybe once or twice, like once the album's dropped. Right. But it's not bad.
I'm gonna be real with you.
It's just not my favorite one.
I'm not a Taylor Swift hater at all. Mm-hmm. But I haven't listened to the album at all because I fucking hate the title of it.
I like the title though. Why don't you like the title?
What is it? It's
Tortured Poets Department. Ooh,
Dead Poets Society.
Yeah. I thought it was
It's basically, it's like, instead of just referencing Dead Poet Society and doing that, she was like, no, I'm going to have my own version of it that people are not going to think about Dead Poet Society at all. And it's like, no, we still thought about Dead Poet Society.
Well, she references...
Every time I hear the name of the album, something in my brain just goes, oh, Captain, my Captain, and I want to stand on a desk. And I miss Robin Williams.
Yes.
Oh, same. Genie will never be the same. I'm sorry, Will Smith. You tried.
I'm really not even that sorry at Will Smith, honestly.
Not really. That's a hot take right there. Not really a Will Smith fan. But
see, okay. I was a Will Smith fan, and then...
I learned too much.
Exactly. His family became just parading all of their nonsense, and now everything that they say and do seems disingenuous. And then he hit Chris Rock, and I was like, well, fuck Will Smith.
I don't know. I don't think I... Okay.
No, go ahead.
No, I wasn't one of those people that was like, oh my gosh. I was just like, well, doesn't this seem like... I don't know, but Jada was over there and she's just sitting there like, Will, you gonna swing or not?
Right. She does that thing like, oh, that's funny to you. And then when he reacts, she just goes, I don't know why he did that.
She literally gave him you gonna do something or am I about to do something? And look, if you were in that relationship and you knew that Jada was really wearing the pants, I mean, yeah.
You were in a relationship with a woman who is still in love with a dead man?
Okay. But he's an amazing dead man.
I'm not. Listen, if we're comparing the manness
and no one was
of that dead man and the current man in his position, I would choose the dead man over and over again. However, I do love Will Smith.
What's that song? It goes, got my. I can't sing it right now. I get copyright reasons. But also I don't know the lyrics. But
mostly the latter.
I just know like the background vocal part, and I'm like, oh, I love that song anytime it comes on. But
I'm not sure which song you're referring to, but if you're referring to a Tupac song, it's better than any Will Smith song. The worst Tupac song is better than any Will Smith song. Will Smith has, I have a collection of songs in my head that I refer to as songs I can't listen to around my friends because we're all children. But there's a song off his Willennium album that I love so much, and it's called I'm Coming.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll show it to you guys later. But like literally, it's like the hook is I'm coming. You can't stop me. You can't stop me.
So I want that song to be going with like, I'm coming. coming. I want to smash like.
You should do a mashup of those two songs.
That would be epic.
It would be pretty sick.
And just call it coming.
Yeah, coming.
Yeah.
With a U.
Mm-hmm. Only on OnlyFans.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
So you were saying you are working on the first part of a 2-part EP series.
It's fun. It's been great. I stayed true to what I said way back in the day when I was like, I'm going to do something about love. But it became like not about like ooey gooey love. I mean, there is that romantic side to it, but it's also like about self-love. It's also about like maybe not always being the one to like be picked or being in a relationship and then, you know, maybe that person cheats on you or starts straying and what that kind of looks like. It's all referencing everything from my 20s.
Well, it just kind of sounds like it's still music about love. It's just exploring like
all of the dynamics.
The more mature perspective, the more like
Yeah.
detailed ambiances and the complications of what love is. Because realistically, if all your favorite love songs are "I love you, I love you, I love you," you're not really exploring the depth that is love. Per se, in my opinion, because that's only one facet of it.
Yeah,
and most of love is, you know, hard
not
shit.
a Hallmark card.
Yeah, the most honestly, the most, to me, the prettiest thing about love is the shitty parts of it. The parts that make you want to pull your fucking hair out, but then you're like, I love this person so much, I got to figure it out. And then you do, and then you're like, oh, we fixed this problem when we could have walked away because we loved each other.
I think when there's like mutual love and respect. I mean,
obviously there's lines to it.
When it's like
there's boundaries.
Toxic.
Yeah, I mean, toxic love is fun, but it's never good.
It's not.
Toxic sex is fun. Toxic love.
There was a part of me for a long time that was kind of like
into the toxic.
Like the
sex.
toxic love thing was kind of like
your thing.
It was my shit.
I've only known love to hurt, and that I've never known a great love. I've not had my great love story yet.
I can understand that.
So I know giving love and then getting half back or getting ideas that never come true. One of my favorite songs, which is the title track, Let Me Be Your Something, that Moxley is on.
Nice.
Sounds amazing.
Fuck you, Moxley.
There's like 2 versions of it. And we're going to do my version, the one that I like. No.
Fuck him. Do whatever you want. He was supposed to come in. So we had this whole plan because him and Wesley are like secretly in love with each other and like they want to be best friends, but they're never put in the same room enough. So what we were going to do is I was going to have Moxley come in, get him talking shit about Wes, which is super easy to do. And then have Wes walk into him talking shit about him. And then we were going to do the episode from there. And then Mox canceled the day before like a dick.
Because he was like, something's about to happen.
He knows something's awry.
Yeah.
Nah, apparently he was busy or whatever. But I've been cussing him out on here ever since.
Oh gosh. No, I was so when he was like, "Yo, can we like work together?" I was like, I heard the music that he's made and like I've seen him perform and I was like, you're just like so uber talented. I was like, are you sure you want to like work with me? Like how would this like come together? But I'm telling you, like, the track that we did together is like one of my favorite that I've ever done.
I say this all the time. Like Moxley has one of the most unique musical perspectives I think I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When you spend your entire life around musicians, you kind of figure out like to some way of generalizing like most like the way most people look at music. Mm-hmm. Like there's a lot of different ways to look at music, but you find a way to compartmentalize all of them in some way. Moxley's the only person I know that looks at music the way he does, and that's why every time he gets involved with anything, it always fucking slaps.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And his performance energy is like electrifying.
The cool thing about that is it's just him.
Yeah.
He's just that person.
I was kind of like, oh dang, like if I start performing our song together live, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to really.
The thing about Moxley is that like he's really only happy when he's doing music. It's the only thing that like he's really enjoys. Mm-hmm. So like he obviously does other stuff, but like it's the only time he's like purely
himself,
enjoying that himself.
Yeah.
And so he has more fun than anyone else in the room when he's performing. And you can see it in his performance. I hate him. He's so fucking talented. That piece of shit.
Truly. But Let Me Be Your Something is like, it was such a funny way that the whole song kind of came about. So I was working with Noah, who goes by Ned, and we were like playing around with something, and we created something, and then I was like, "Yo, this sounds like Mario," and I was like, wait. What if this song is like Mario? Because I started thinking about it. I was like, we know the whole story of like Mario and Peach and like, oh, they're together, they're in love, and whatever.
Kidnapped.
She wanted to be there.
Listen, you don't get kidnapped by the same motherfucker 17 times.
She was like, hello?
That was her side dude, and she needed a ride home.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
She said,
yo, act like you kidnapped me. That shit happens all the time. He won't kill you. It'll be fine.
Right, yeah.
He's just a plumber. What can he do?
What can he do? Yes, he has a brother, but it's okay.
He just shows up and pieces his ass up.
He's cute too. No.
And then Bowser's a fucking idiot because he keep going for it. He keep getting beaten up by these two plumbers.
I think he likes it too.
Yeah,
I think they're in a throuple and it's a kink.
Yeah, I think it is.
Fun fact, Mario is actually like a movie. Like, I don't mean like they made a movie called Mario. No, like the whole game of Mario. Like in Mario 2, if anyone remembers, like there's a little like star guy that comes down with the camera. And then there's the little dude with the camera who follows people around in Mario Kart. Like the whole story, like conceptually, is that they're doing a movie. Like they're all characters.
Whoa.
Yeah. So basically the Mario movie, right?
Yeah.
Is a movie based on a video game in which a movie is being filmed.
They need to stop with these little multiverse things.
They've been doing this since the 80s, bro.
It's crazy. And I love Marvel, but like, okay, we'll talk about that later. But no.
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a card game based on a card game played in a TV show that is based on a card game played by the ancients in that TV show. It's like 3 times removed.
That's just a lot.
It's just too meta at that point.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, are we playing the game? Like, are we the ones creating the characters?
I'm just waiting for somebody to just turn around and be like, now play your card.
Right. Right. That would be so scary.
What you were saying.
But no, like I was like, I was like, okay, we know that story, but I was like, what if he's just such a very ordinary guy. And I kind of wanted to make this like song that was like, hey, I can be literally anything. I can be the plumber. I can be your knight. I can be, I've come from a whole different other place. It's possible for me to be the guy that
I can be a turtle throwing hammers.
Right. Like literally, like I can literally be the person that like you're supposed to be with. Give me a chance. And the whole song is literally just about that. It's like, just, one chance. That's all it takes. If it doesn't work, then cool. And then that kind of was like the beginning of the album. And then everything else kind of came from that one idea. So it's kind of like a video game-esque inspired album, but not really. But yeah.
Are you into video games heavily?
Not right now. I was obsessed with Assassin's Creed growing up.
Love Assassin's Creed, dude.
Love it. Hate the movie, but I would love Netflix to pick something up or HBO Max.
You actually look like the dude who plays like the dude's dad in Assassin's Creed 3. Like the dude you play in the first like couple of hours.
You mean Ezio? Oh, no, wait.
So you know how like... So you know how like the third one, like during the Revolutionary War.
With Connor. Yeah. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
So
he looks like Connor's dad a little bit. Dude, put your hair like...
Kenway. It's gosh.
But you play as him in the first like couple of missions. If you just put your hair back and put one of them big hats on, you would look just like that.
I could see that.
Yeah.
He was French.
Was he?
Yeah, because Connor is like French native. Yeah.
Fucking or whatever they say.
I'm pretty sure he's French. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
European for sure.
100%.
Same. All right.
But yeah.
So any plans for release anytime soon?
I would say fall. I would say... So I technically have done a soft release with a new single, which was Me, which was a self-empowerment type of song.
Right.
Inspired by like Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Nice.
Like,
I love that cat.
Yeah. Salem.
Yep.
Yeah. So I wanted to do something like that. So I would say like the full EP should be done in like, I don't know, I'm going to say like early October. That's when like the listening party will happen. Okay. So
am I invited to the listening party?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. I want to make it a big thing.
Can Dylan come too?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, what if I'm like, no? Like,
it would have made my experience this evening 50 times better if you'd have been like, nah.
Yeah, he's gonna be like,
it's like, no offense, I just don't know you like that.
Be like, yo, that myth dude is like.
How great would it be if he invited one of us but not the other one?
You just don't fit the vibe.
Oh my God, sorry, man. I just don't think you're gonna work.
I don't know how you'll look in pastels, so I don't know.
Dude, how would you look in pastels?
I don't know. I'm showing up looking like Connor's fucking dad all the way.
Right.
So.
Do the hat and everything.
Yeah,
Just walk in with a sword and just start calling everyone savages and starting shit.
I'm gonna colonize your listening party,
Oh God.
dude.
Oh wow. Wow.
See, now you have to uninvite him.
Ooh,
Like he's already invited. He's talking about colonizing your listening
Wakanda
party.
forever. Okay. Ooh, a colonizer. Okay. I felt like we've done that before. We're good. Okay.
We get the point, dude. We get it. Speaking of colonization.
Oh my God.
Segways.
Is this going to be like a sex thing? Because
No, it was not.
Okay.
I mean, you did say in a previous episode that you colonized your girlfriend's vagina, so
Did I say that?
Oh
did.
my, what?
and you still ain't left.
That's
Did I really say that?
Yes.
I said I colonized Alyssa's pussy and I
that
didn't know that.
is crazy.
How you doing, babe? She listens to every episode. She's gonna hear that.
Yeah, but I'm also gonna be like, oh my, like what? But okay, I get it.
I don't know. She's also white, so it's not racist. I don't think.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll get back to that one.
Is it racist to colonize your girlfriend's pussy if you are both the same race?
I wanna.
Now, if I had a black girlfriend and I colonized her pussy, that would be crazy. Like, that would be, like, crazy. It would also be hot as fuck. But... Recently, a good friend of mine told me how into race play he is.
I was just about to bring that up. Not for me. But I was just gonna bring it
He said,
up.
not for me, but a little bit for me. No, no, a friend of
I'll
mine.
let you choke me.
A friend of mine, legitimately, he likes being treated like a slave by his white girlfriend during
And
sex.
so, was he in Marvel and did he play in King the Conqueror? Because
no,
I know that
it's
guy.
not Jonathan Majors. I
Yeah.
don't think. I wish I knew Jonathan. Maybe not right now. Maybe I'll wait till the heat dies down to say
no,
I'm excited.
we would
to
love you in the bedroom too.
No, dude. I mean,
Shade, no.
but no, he like, and that is a relatively popular thing.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess. I just haven't been a part of it.
I wasn't asking if like, hey, do you like to be called the N-word sexually? I've never
I mean, I'm kinky. If you're asking if I'm kinky, I'm kinky.
I wasn't. I was just telling you a story about a friend of mine.
I mean, people want to know about Myyth, and here we go.
People do want to know about Myyth.
There we go.
What do people want to know about the most about Myyth?
I really don't know.
What do you think? What do you think if you had to guess, like people, like the biggest question you think people would ask about you from like an audience perspective? What do you think it would be?
That's kind of I don't know. Probably is he actually like this? Like I'm actually here's the thing. I play extrovert, but I'm actually an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
Like with a crippling anxiety. Like I don't like to be in public. Like I don't go to
I'm the
stores.
same way, except I don't pretend I'm not that.
Well, like people see me on stage and they'll be like, "Oh, he's good." No, I'm not. But I don't think that's even,
Technically, I want to be at home petting my dog right now, or cat, whatever you choose.
or just like literally in bed.
Yeah, just be at home watching Netflix. That'd be
Literally, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what people really want to know about me. I've never really thought about that too much.
It almost feels egotistical to think about.
Yeah, I'm also kind of like I'm hoping I'm giving people like I'm hoping I'm enough. Like this, like you know. Like,
I mean,
I hope I like kind of showcase my life enough that people sort of get to know who I am. But I don't tell people everything.
I think you're pretty forward about like who you are as a person. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I think that people get a good read of you because like I know you on a personal basis.
Yeah.
I also know you when you're performing.
Yeah.
And just like with anything else, like obviously your stage version of you is you, but it's a little bit turned up to 11, or as they say.
Yeah.
So like I would say that you do have a pretty authentic representation as far as your music.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I'm.
Oh, like this dude who only writes songs about shit he knows nothing about. He was talking about, he has a song where he talks about having sex with girls. Never once. Never once has he done that.
Not one time.
You know, legally, legally, we can't, we don't know. How do I know? What do I know?
I'm telling you. I'm always honest.
But I will say this. You said sex toys, you said vibrating, but you didn't say what it was.
He also didn't say what he was doing with it.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So it could be the 12-inch dildo, but we don't know.
All I know is I've never colonized a pussy before.
Yeah.
So he's colonized a butt?
I was getting ready to say, like, maybe if you'd colonized a pussy, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Which your girl talks about being Native American all the time.
Oh, I have colonized a pussy.
You have colonized.
Wow.
I've witnessed him put a blanket around her the other day.
Not a blanket.
Yeah, he wrapped a blanket around her.
And was it like full of sickness?
We don't know yet. We're waiting to see.
Oh, wow. This is history repeating. It really does come around.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I said come. My bad.
My favorite thing about podcasting is that, like, when you're just in a room full of dudes, you could just be childish dudes and just be like, come. And then you listen to it, you're like, that's so stupid. But in the room, great time.
I know. I'm like, in my brain right now, I'm like, just let it flow. Like, not the cum.
I was go, Jesus.
OnlyFans.
Subscribe. Explicit content.
Spicy content.
Literally. Look, I'll do a little edit of an ass pic.
That's like a real quick flash.
Yeah, like,
so I was saying, ass pic.
People like, check out my music.
Just dropping subliminals.
Right, the whole time.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
Have you ever considered just going like full Nas X?
No, because Nas X to me isn't real.
What do you mean?
Like, to me, you mean, okay, what do you mean by saying that?
Okay, so for pretense, we used to say this all the time. Have you ever heard the song Throw That Boy Pussy?
No.
It was a gay rapper who made a song. It literally just sounds like a 2010s club song. Just instead of talking about fucking women, it was talking about fucking men.
Okay.
And we were somebody had showed it to us at a job I used to work, and me and this dude that worked there was like, see, this is the type of gay rappers there needs to be, right? Like, if you're gonna be a gay rapper, you should just do what rappers do, but what's true to you. Like, I think at that point, you know what I mean? Like, because it's more so like, we were talking about how like Young Thug would always like pretend to be gay for the sake of attention or whatever.
And that's not any different from Nas X.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. Because like, I've heard gay rappers and they just sound like rappers who are replacing female terms with male terms.
Right.
But then you hear Lil Nas X and it seems like he's turning it really high.
In my opinion, being a gay man, even though yes, that is what I am, it is not, first off, that is not, I've had people be like, oh, you mean gay Tyler? And I'm like, the fuck? No. Creative Tyler or anything else.
Just
like,
Tyler's fine.
Yeah, you know, like it's not my, what's the word? Is the word I want to use moniker? Like, it's, you know, that's not my card.
Right.
I'm not like, I'm gay. So
no, it's one of those things like it's not everything about you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just happen to be gay.
It's one facet about and among many that make you who you are.
And only my cousin knows. Like, I'm really like I'm gay, but I'm also like it's like gay. It's like gay, but like there's like a little percentage that's like straight.
Got you.
You know.
So like gay enough to not feel comfortable saying bi, but not gay enough to be like, I'm completely gay.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
sexuality is so
I'm
complicated.
with dudes most of the time.
But like, if you see a bad bitch, you're like, oh, that's a bad bitch.
Like, yeah. I've had like growing up, I had like girl crushes, and you know, I love Blake Lively.
We all love Blake Lively.
She's amazing. You
Dude,
know,
her and Ryan Reynolds are the same person.
I love that couple so much. Protect them.
At all costs.
Please.
I'm still trying to wrap my mind around somebody. Be like, am I talking to Tyler or gay Tyler right now?
No, so this person, they'll probably see this, but I don't care. I was giving them something and they were like on the phone with their friend and they're like, oh yeah, I'm with Tyler. And then she was like, oh, gay Tyler. And I was like, fuck. No, like, I'm not gay Tyler.
It's like, I feel like and I'm not trying to play devil's advocate here. I feel like there's another Tyler that her and another person knew. So they're like, oh, this one. You're like, no, the gay one. But even then, it's like there's other names you could use. You have like 7 of them.
Well, yeah, but I also I have like 4 different Tylers in my rotation. In my phone, there's Tyler, then there's a Tyler, and then there's Tyler. Like, and I know exactly which ones.
Because you know exactly. But like even at that same time, it's like, why would you be like
gay
Tyler?
I'm like I haven't fucked you and like like I'm not having sex with you. Like stop bringing my sexuality into this. Like I don't want
to. Thank you. It's like why are we talking about people's sexualities when they're not being fucked by the people talking about it?
Well, unless I don't know. But back to what we were saying before. I feel like I'm about to be read on the internet, and that's fine. I need some traction on my Instagram.
I got you.
But okay,
we'll get you all the controversy.
Here's my thing. I just feel like, and I've said this to many other people who have referenced Lil Nas X, or Tajik Hall, or other people that they try to they'll like compare me to, and I'm always like, I'm not like them because my sexuality isn't. Like, that's not the first thing that I'm trying to, like... My perspectives aren't just because I'm gay.
Yeah, and I feel there's more to you than just who you choose to have sex with.
And I rather write music from just this very pure human experience, not just a gay man's experience.
That's right, you're not writing music to translate how you feel to gay men. You're writing music to translate, how you view everything just in general.
That's
love is love, period.
Yeah. And I feel like I want...
Fire, son.
With my music, I want people to kind of like see themselves in it and like maybe not even think about like a sexuality. Like, because I might sing... on a newer track, there might be a story about a girl that I'm singing about, but she has nothing to do with me.
No, you're singing from her perspective, right. But you're not her.
Right, I'm not her. But like I know that perspective though. I don't know. Myyth actually kind of doesn't have a he's not really anything. Even me saying he is actually kind of like...
It's like, it is a thing. It is not... It is all encompassing.
Almost a state of mind and not a, like, actual person.
By the way, I love that your name Myyth is Myyth. Like, Myyth is so good. Like, that's such a fire name, dude.
Thank you. And actually has, like, my brother's initial and my initial together. That's why there's an extra Y. His name was Johanse, and then mine was, Tandue, TH. So, it's right there. Myyth.
We have a friend named Donison Flame.
Oh.
He's a rapper.
Okay.
And his name is Donison, but it's like Donna's son because his mother had passed away. And he said every time he just he likes to think that she's proud of the music he makes. So
I love that.
So he just goes by Donna's son or Donna's
I love
son.
that.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
There's some names you can tell were just picked out of a hat, and there's some names that are dope. Like Royce the 5'9" has the craziest naming story of all time. Have you ever heard it?
Mm-mm.
So his son was born on the 9th floor of a hospital the same night that his grandmother died on the 5th floor of that same hospital,
Whoa.
Which is the same night he met Marshall Mathers.
Oh.
Huh. So literally within seconds, his grandmother had died on the 5th floor. She was in a car wreck. She lived nowhere near that hospital. Crashes on the 5th floor and dies. Within seconds, his son is born.
Ooh, so that means that his son has probably the soul of his grandmother.
Well, it's kind of like, because he literally says, he goes, you know what they say, Lord giveth, Lord taketh away.
Yeah, and he just brought her right back. But as his son.
It's like in that, as far as like his perspective, especially in the song he made about it, like she had to die to make room for his son or whatever type shit. It's fucking crazy.
That's like,
Yeah, so he's Royce the 5'9".
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does the Royce come from anywhere in particular?
I think it's his name.
Okay.
No, his name is I don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Charles
Mm-hmm.
He says it in that song. Brian Daniel Montgomery, that's his name. So I don't remember where Royce came from. He told another story about being called Royce because he had like a Rolls Royce necklace in high school or some shit like that.
Huh. Wow. Was not me.
Just connect a bunch of dots.
Yeah,
I love Royce the 5'9". He has a line in a cipher where he says, we both have marketing plans. Mine's a little different from yours. Yours is to net more than you gross. Mine's to punch you in the face if you ever disrespect me and then go and invest in a grocery store.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that part of like a bridge?
It was a cipher. Like they did. It was when he was on Shady Aftermath with Slaughterhouse and them, and they did a cipher, and he said that shit. And I was like, okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, I need to write a line like that.
Don't we all?
And maybe I have. OnlyFans.
Start only releasing music on OnlyFans. It's so genius. So.
Dive a little deeper.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember where we were at.
We were talking about, like why, Lil Nas X and...
Oh, yeah. So the reason why I asked that is because I've seen like two sides of that conversation, and both kind of make a lot of sense. Like you think a lot of like the Montero video, right? Mm-hmm. And you've heard like I've heard that, he's doing it, he's cranking it up for marketing purposes. Mm-hmm. And then I've also heard like, well, no, he's been told he's going to go to hell, and he's been told he's all these things and all these horrific things and called all these horrific things. So here's that representation there. It's kind of like a fuck you from that regard.
I kind of get that. I understand that, but personally, I'm like, well, why do you have to kind of like why do you have to play on the cards that other people try to give you? Why not just create your own deck that has nothing to do with how someone made you feel? I'm so sorry, but like I've had multiple people say shit to me, period, about like who I am. But like I'm not writing, my perspectives will never come from, you said this and I'm gonna now like...
Yeah, your creative process isn't influenced by like the shittiness of others.
I forget it.
But does that make him less real?
I don't think it makes him less real, but I just feel like shock value. Like, I don't know. There's like...
So you feel like maybe his message is legitimate, but the way he's putting it across is just disingenuous. Because it's so high level.
It could be him, but let's be honest. Like, there is some rep that's saying, push that shit more, make it bigger. Shake more. And look, I love a good shaking of an ass.
Don't we all?
But
dude, that lap dance he gave the devil in that video, dog. Anybody moves like that on you, I don't give a shit how you identify. It's shit's gonna move on you. You know what I'm saying?
Again, OnlyFans. But
subscribe to the OnlyFans to watch Myyth give Foreman a lap dance.
Fuck yes, dude.
Oh my gosh! And the people are like.
What if our fucking OnlyFans goes through the roof? Bro, you're getting lap dances every fucking week, dude.
I need a contract to be signed.
Oh no, not the lap dance again.
What's gonna happen?
This is your contractual obligation. Yeah. I have to meet contractual obligations, sit in this chair, get danced.
It's in the paperwork. I'm sorry.
You're like, has anybody sued? Who's gonna sue me? Like, what do you mean? Like,
so one day we get rich and it just is Lil Nas X, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
I can't wait for the Moxley episode. Like, Mox, we have a contract.
Right.
You have to.
On the OnlyFans, remind me to tell you the funniest thing I think Moxley has ever said. I can't say it here. I'll say it later, though.
Okay. I can't wait.
So anyway, I don't ask because, like, I don't talk to gay people, so I finally get to ask about gay stuff. No. It's not even like that. It's just like being gay as an artist, right? Mm-hmm. There are certain things that you see that you see get magnified. Like, way too many people care about your sexuality when you're a gay artist. When they assume you're a straight artist, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I find myself very curious about like what it's like in order to try and separate from like not being a gay artist, but just being an artist and being seen as an artist and not having to deal with like the preconceived bullshit of people who are like, oh, that dude's gay. Okay.
I can't say that it hasn't been like easy or hard, like, because that was like kind of my big thing starting off with music, because like a lot of people were like, oh my God, so you're like Todrick Hall. And I'm like, no. But they're like, but you're gay and you're kind of like theatrical. But I was like, but that's not me. But he's great for what he does. But that's not who I am. I'm a different type of gay guy. Like, I'm not the one that I'm not really flashy with my stuff.
I think the term that people use is flamboyant, but I don't know if I like that one.
I'm more just theatrical. But that's like when I turn it on. But like me at home, I'm just like, I'm very sarcastic. I'm kind of a little snarky.
You don't have to describe the quote type of gay you are to me.
No, I know, but I'm like,
hold on. I just need it to be understood really quick. Like, I'm not being like, you're gay, let's talk about it. Like, that's not the point of this.
I know.
I just
I
have to, like, in order for interesting conversation, we both have to be coming from different perspectives.
Yeah.
I did music around straight white dudes. I did music around a black metal guy and watched the racism happen. You know what I mean? I've never done music heavily around a gay person in music, and I'm curious about how it's different.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
oh my God. Yeah,
sorry.
We go ahead and cut this out.
I don't want people to be like, he doesn't know about gay people, so he got a chance to talk to one. Look at him. Like, that's not the case. I talk to gay people all the time.
No. I'm just saying, like, no, it was very hard. Like, when I first started, it was very hard because I was like, I didn't know kind of like what space I was gonna like fall into, and it was honestly, it was probably easier for me to kind of create more music for, you know, individuals more like me. But I kind of was just like, I don't know, like all the music that I listen to is not, you know, I'm not listening to artists that are always so out about who they're with and whatever. Like, you know, even if they are, I love it. But like, I don't know. I just wanted something a little bit more nuancy and like
something a little bit more diverse, something that's relatable to a wider audience.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I've just been that guy who.
Well, I don't think that your music is in any way like, doesn't like sound gay. You know what I mean? Like, because, and I'm not even trying to be a dick, but there is music that just sounds gay.
Yes, and it's amazing.
Yeah, there's good gay music.
And
we've all danced to ABBA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We've all been at a wedding and been like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And some of us have done it to ABBA.
Siri, make a reminder to put ABBA on the sex playlist.
On the sex playlist. But I was like, but there were some Myyth songs that can be, because there's a little spoiler, but there is a remix album that is being created too that can live in those spaces.
Is it like a dance album? Like a dance mix album?
So a lot of the older songs can actually now live in those spaces.
That's for TikTok marketing. That's what that's for.
It is. I was like, okay.
He saw what Drake did. Drake released an entire album of just songs to be remixed for TikTok. He's like, what if I make a whole real album and then make them remixed already, and then people just use them on TikTok, and then people will look for the song, and then that's gonna bring them to the original song, and now I have. That's exactly what he's doing.
There's like beyond
fucking called out, dude.
Hey, I claim it because
listen.
You know,
I think those moments are important.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
I'm really interested in like the tactical side of being an artist, right? And there's a lot of gatekeepers in music, so they won't they won't tell people like the little tricks and things like that, and little subtle things that you do to try and get more attention. So nobody learns how to do it because everybody's so hyper competitive. So I love like pointing out like little small things that people do and be like, that's how you do it for anyone who's listening.
Yeah, I mean, because there was a time when I was like, oh gosh, like I have to put more music together, and I'm like, I'm not there emotionally, or like I don't know the concept or whatever. And I was like, wait, why don't I just take the older stuff and like give it some new life? And even at the 2 shows ago, those tracks were new tracks. They're just more of a I don't know what's like a more vibey type of track, like,
right?
But I'm like, there's gonna be a whole dance version of Santa Fe, a dance version of Poseidon.
Poseidon is such a good song.
Thank you.
I fucking love that song so much.
Thank you. I love it too.
Whenever you're playing a show and you're thinking about maybe not playing that song, if you see my face, fucking play it.
You know what? It's so funny is that I do think about that all the time, and I was just I'd be talking to Tony, and I'd be like, how about we just cut Poseidon? Because I'm really gonna tell you.
I'm about to just start popping up at all the Blacklight shows every time I see you talking to Tony, just murk behind him.
Yeah, and then like I'll talk to Max and be like, Max, I'm over it. And Max would be like, no, like here's the thing, you might be over it, but other people like they love it. I'm like,
and then I'm standing behind Max with a knife.
Yeah, and like play the song.
Just a trident, like
ching, ching, ching.
What do you think I came for? I have a trident.
boom, knock me out.
I'm gonna get an entire Poseidon cosplay to start coming to all your shows. Like,
you never know, that could be something in the future that happens.
Dude, I started playing D&D recently.
Ooh,
for the first
that?
time. Oh, it's my favorite thing. I'm obsessed with it.
Okay.
I did it for 4 hours the other day, and now it's the only thing I think about.
Okay.
But I built a cosplay for the character I built in Dungeons and Dragons on my Amazon wish list, and it's $370. And I was thinking about starting a GoFundMe and be like,
Dude.
I survived cancer. Buy me this cosplay, stranger.
You want to know something? You deserve that costume.
I'm just like, you know what? Give me this fucking costume.
You
dude.
deserve it.
I deserve to go to Ren Fair dressed like a fucking assassin, okay?
100%. I mean, I'm down. I'll put some money towards it.
Have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons?
I haven't, but I have friends who have.
It's so much fun.
And it's actually funny because I would be really great at it, I feel like. But I'm also just like, I hate board games.
Well,
or, yeah, that's not really a board. It's like
it's
rolled.
It's really like it is, but it isn't. Like you have a board. Like we had like a play mat and like things were happening and we had to move around and stuff. But it's more so about like being a character and interacting as that character and doing like what's in that character's best interest and all those other things.
Okay, I can see.
It's like a real, like, you know, you play like Skyrim or whatever, like you play RPGs.
But
it's like
life.
that, but it's a real role play game.
Yeah.
You're not just, you know, moving a character around that you built. You're like actually interacting as that character. Like I have like this super intricate backstory. I spent like 3 days hyper fixated on it. It's like super intricate. And I was just like, I had to ask my DM like a million questions to make sure that like everything worked for the story he had. I was like, is this going to be a long-term thing or not? Because if not, I'm making a different character and saving this one for later because this one's too complicated.
Okay, now that you describe it, I feel like my real life is already that game. And so that would be me playing a
Rolling
character.
for charisma, bro.
Yeah, like I'd be stuck in a loop. I mean, isn't Myyth already kind of a character?
I'm going to create a D&D character called Myyth. I'm going to play with it.
My lawyers will be getting involved with that.
Okay, you can't cease and desist me on something that isn't producing money. I'm not going to play it here. And also, we don't make money.
We don't know.
How many lawyers do you have?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out how nervous I should be. Are any of them Jewish?
No. No.
Oh, man.
Or maybe. I don't know.
Never take a minute?
Yeah.
You want to take a minute? Be like, hey, quick question. Are you...
No, you're not. Okay, cool.
If I said free Palestine, what would you say?
I'm just gonna move
God.
in this chair like this.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you believe in any conspiracy theories?
Oh, yes.
Which ones?
A lot of them. Probably ones that you've never heard of.
What's the one that you're like the most sure is real?
Well, I remember watching, and you said, didn't you even say all of them at one point? Didn't you say that, or was it like, did I make that up? That you believe all?
I don't believe in a lot of. I think there's some truth in some things. There's only a few conspiracies I think were setups. Like JFK, obviously a fucking setup.
Yeah.
9/11, I'm 50-50 on.
I'm not. But yeah, we've already had a whole podcast about that.
Okay, so let's talk about a different one. Let's talk about a different one.
Well, I don't know.
What's the one you feel like you have the most like depth in talking about?
That aliens have always been here, and that space is not in the sky; it's actually underwater.
What does that mean?
Like you can't get to space. It's not going up. It's technically going down.
But
there's a firmament.
Are you a flat Earth person?
No, that has nothing to do with flat Earth per se.
I've only ever heard firmament in terms of flat Earth.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to wrap them together because I'm not really a flat Earth person.
So you think the Earth is round, but you think space is in the water?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with that.
Okay, can you explain that to me? Because I'm very confused.
Well, okay, so what I have learned, government's going to come after me. I don't care.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
If our cameras start acting weird, maybe we'll shut up.
That's what I'm saying. But no, so I had learned that like the atomic bomb wasn't actually created to destroy like mankind. It was to like break the glass ceiling that is above.
Okay.
and what is above is actually water. There's actually a beer commercial that even shows this, where a guy is getting launched up in a rocket and he keeps going up, and then next thing you know, splash, he's in water. How does that make sense? It doesn't, because you can't get to space. That's the reason why they have not gone to the moon. Okay. And because like I watched this whole other documentary where they were like, oh, by the way, like we used to know how to do it and then like shit broke. And I'm like, wow, you guys are kind of like not great with this, you know, information. Like, how did it just break? Like, why don't you know? Why doesn't anyone know? So space, and then if you look at an astronaut's suit and then you look at like a deep diver suit, they're actually very similar.
Well, I mean, they're both built for areas that are devoid of oxygen.
Right, but where else is devoid of oxygen? In the water. So,
but also in space.
Right. But space is not actually space as we know it. It's not.
So what do you think happens when you go up, though? Because we have footage of space.
But you can't go up. You can go up, but only to a certain point.
So then what happens? They just go up and then they're in the water?
Have you not? There was like video footage of like rockets being launched. And then,
what do I need to search to find the type of videos you're talking about?
Pornhub. Big rockets.
I saw a Kill Tony clip the other day. This chick who said she's into shower porn, but Pornhub's been real stingy with those Holocaust videos.
Oh no!
Wow, fucked up.
Wow,
right. What do I need to search on this motherfucker?
Not 3K.
It was only 2. It was only 2.
I'm a little bit afraid.
Okay. You are in Goshen.
That's what I was told when I was dropped off, and I said, "Ooh." I will just say, if I die today, probably not the best way.
Plus side, it'll all be on camera.
Yeah, great.
We'll sell it on the dark web.
Another video on the red. Okay. I feel like it was like, I don't know what it was, but it was like it was a video of a rocket being shot up into space, right? And then at a certain point, it literally looks like it like hits something. Something stops it.
Just look up rocket firmament.
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell firmament.
But there's also like a lot of imagery about it too. Like,
there we go.
A lot of random imagery. Like I said, like that beer. Let's look up that beer commercial. Let's look up that beer.
Let's do one thing at a time.
Not Hillary.
Is it this one?
No.
This is a whole documentary on the firmament.
Have you seen that video with Elmo?
Okay. So what beer commercial do you want?
Look up beer commercial and then space underwater.
That, no typos. Hennessy.
Yes, that's the one.
This one right here?
Right there. This commercial, by the way, is so weird. Random at night when I'm like randomly playing YouTube and she's like, how about therapy? I said, how about I get some sleep?
How about I need some rest?
This is not what I'm here for. But like, see, he's like up in the air, up in the air. I was always taught that the truth is hidden in plain sight. And
you think that Anheuser-Busch just has the secret knowledge?
I think a lot of people know he hits and now water. Water. And like aliens I think aliens live in water because it makes sense, because it would be the same thing as space. You wouldn't have to breathe. Not every alien lives in water, but some aliens do live in water. Like, you know.
So this Hennessy commercial is your hinge point?
It's not my hinge point. There's a whole
It's just the best
image
visual
representation
of it, where it's just like, wait, like that's random that they would make that be their thing, but it kind of would make sense. Like,
where did you first hear of this?
Oh, maybe a few years ago, maybe more than a few.
And somebody was just like, "Space is water," and you were like, "This motherfucker's spitting."
Well, it was just like, her name is Stormy on YouTube.
Stormy Daniels?
No. Oh. No, I don't know her.
Yes, you do.
Our former president does.
I would like to I cannot deny or what was the line? I cannot confirm or deny.
Cannot confirm or deny.
No, and she was talking about it, and I was like, actually, like that kind of makes sense because like there's a lot of imagery where it's like you know, a land, and then there's like a circle. Like even there's even documentation that the government has that's about this. Like this isn't like a just out of someone's ass. Like they've talked about it, they've known about it. It's just not, which kind of makes sense. Like why would we believe everything that they teach us?
Well, I don't believe that everything the government says is the 100% truth.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's certain things that are nonsensical to lie about.
But if no one's ever, it's like the kid who like tells his mom he swept the floor. And like, yeah, he sweeps it under the rug. Like, she won't know until she like actually flips the rug over. None of us are going to space, so yeah, lie. Like, none of us know.
So many people have been to space, though.
Yeah, but like, you can get to an outer part, but you can't go past a certain point.
Like, we talked about this before, like with Wes. We were trying to figure out where space becomes space. Like,
right, because there's an outer ring. There's like an outer part, right? That where you can look back, you can look and see the Earth, right? But you can't go past that.
But people go past it.
Have people gone past it?
Elon Musk, that's like Elon Musk's whole thing.
But Elon is an alien.
You think Elon's an alien?
Yeah.
Is he an alien or does he have autism?
He can be both.
There's autistic aliens? Oh shit! Maybe that's the next step in evolution. We get autism and then we get alien.
I mean, and his mom, you know, too.
His mom, I used to have a huge crush on his mom.
Really?
Oh my God.
No,
the things,
like
the things I
legit?
would have done for Elon Musk's mom like 5 years ago.
Really?
Ugh.
Oh, wow. We're going to have to talk. Not on the OnlyFans. That will not show up. But no, oh my God, are you looking for a picture of her? Okay. Oh, wow, this is happening. No. She just gives me supervillain.
Yeah, she's a real life Cruella de Vil, dog.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm like into that.
Look at this woman. She just looks like she'll buy me a PS5, and that's really what I'm looking for.
Wow. Wow. No bills, just the PS5. Okay.
Yeah. I can pay my own bills. I don't want somebody to buy me a PlayStation, dude.
Okay, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. We all have our things.
No,
Yeah.
So
I believe in like aliens, reptilians.
you think you believe like in the reptilian lizard overlord theory?
Yeah, I believe that. I believe not everyone that's on TV is like actually the person that we're seeing. I do think they have people playing other people sometimes.
Those are called actors.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe in that type of stuff.
So you think there's people that pretend to be another person? Like, explain that. That just confused me. I'm sorry.
Well, recently there was like a video of Biden, and he looked like, we all know what Biden looks like. He's like, you know, older, whatever, like more hunched over. And there was like this other version
like
of him
an
that was like
85-year-old?
Yeah, you know, but the other version was like taller and like was walking with so much confidence. And I'm like, what happened? Like, what shot did you give him?
What happened was one of them was on Adderall and another one wasn't.
Okay, I've never been on Adderall, so I don't know.
Where are we at on time?
122.
All right, so
We got time for one more conspiracy for sure.
give me one more. Give me one juicy one.
Well, that myth thing is pretty conspiratorial. What? that I'm a mob boss? No.
We're
Probably.
we can't talk about that. I don't want to get whacked.
Which is so weird because I do have a very like mobster energy. Like when I get angry,
Do you?
I very much so am like, I am the type that's like break their knees.
I will bury you in my backyard.
Piss
Shut
him
the
off,
fuck
Dylan.
up.
It's
Piss
like,
him off.
It's not great. Other conspiracies. Oh, I don't know. You pull one out of the hat, and then what's your?
Do you believe
Yeah.
that dinosaurs were real? And do you believe that fossils that we find are actually the bones
God put him here to test
of
us.
ancient animals?
I think they were. I mean, I believe that giants were real, and probably still are. They're
Fun
just,
one.
Like
My
deeper,
brother thinks giants are real.
They're like in
he
the
saw a
earth,
picture once.
in the earth, probably.
Are you a Hollow Earth guy?
Yes, I do believe in Hollow Earth.
Are you a younger Dryas Impact guy? The whole there was an advanced Atlantean like civilization.
Oh
and then
yeah,
there was
we
a
are not
calamity.
the most advanced. I don't think so at all.
Okay.
I think it's just our egos make us say that we are, but
I don't
we're
mean
not.
like the most advanced in the universe, but like
No.
well, you don't believe in a universe, so.
I never said I didn't believe in a universe.
So how does then look like space is just water?
No, but planets are not planets, they're portals. Like they're not, I don't know, everything isn't what it always seems. Like just
So do you think like the sun is in its own bubble that has water surrounding it, and like Saturn is in its own bubble?
I think it's like a fish tank and having like random things within a fish tank, and like it's part of the same space, but
you think there's some kind of physics involved here that keeps the water outside Earth separate, like it doesn't fall towards Earth.
yeah.
There's something like we are suspended in that, and everything else we see in space is also suspended in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So space is water.
Yeah.
But it doesn't follow the same physics as the water on Earth.
Why is that?
Well, like, I mean, I don't know. I didn't make the shit, but I just kind of like.
Sounds like you didn't read much about it either.
I did, but like I'm trying not to make it very like religious as well.
It's a Christian thing.
No, well, there is a verse that talks about like the waters were split in two, one in the heavens and one on the earth, right? So we know what the earth is, and the one in the heavens would have to be something. So meaning there has to be some, and it's also been talked about in government official stuff where like older scientists have been like, we know about this thing, but no one ever really talks about it. Like they talk about it, but like it's an actual like theory that people were actually like.
Are you talking about the ether?
Now we're getting into quantum physics. Let's go.
I know. Then you have to start talking about like non-ether beings and stuff like that.
I've never heard that term before.
Oh, okay. Let me just tell you, my YouTube lookups are crazy.
I would love to see your.
We need to log into Myyth's YouTube.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this portion up. We'll get to the OnlyFans content. Myyth, where can they find you?
OnlyFans, it is. No, I'm just kidding. No, Spotify. Myyth, of course. And
Two Y's, all caps.
Two Y's, all caps. And then on Instagram, The Real Myyth. And then on TikTok, the same. So, yeah.
Well, thank you.
New music is coming. Go listen to me.
Go listen to Poseidon, bro. Fuck me. Poseidon's fine. Listen to them both.
He said, fuck me. Oh.
To the OnlyFans.
Hey, let go the head.
To the OnlyFans.
Homophobic. No, homophobic.
Called out,
Right
bro.
here.
Called out.
That's it. And I'm taking over the show.
So anyway, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You've been great.
I really have.
We've been great. Foreman, you got anything to add?
No, sir.
Well, thank you so much for listening. Millennials suck on everything. Check out the OnlyFans, Foreman, if you don't mind.
As always.
Pukaka!